A Nissan Gib, King Kenny, Kingpyn finals. Who wins?
He's done it from time to time. Just every bit of...
From the United Kingdom, the Nightmare. Hey!
Alright, so a Nissan Gib will be facing King Kenny in the final round of the Kingpyn tournament. Both guys coming off two great wins. Gib taking the decision win over Jarvis. Had a little bit of a slow start, but as those rounds went on, Gib started to dominate. And Kenny just dominated Whindersson Nunes from the very first round all the way to the fifth. A great performance by Kenny. Many are saying the greatest in YouTube boxing history. And the question for today is who wins this fight? Honestly, I think this fight is very close. Just in the past few days, I've already been going back and forth between who I think is going to win this fight. This one is a hard pick. But after thinking about it for some time, I can see a Nissan Gib winning this fight in two different ways, and I can also see Kenny winning this fight, but in only one way. Now let's get into these two ways a Nissan Gib can beat King Kenny. I can see Gib winning this fight by both a finish or a decision. I do think Gib has the power to put Kenny away if he lands some big shots and manages to get on the inside. Either way, he has to manage to get to the inside no matter what. I could potentially see Gib overwhelming King Kenny, putting on the pressure, taking away all comfort in the ring, and getting a decision win here. In order for that to happen, Gib has to make Kenny revert back to his old way of fighting. He has to land some big shots early and close that gap quick. He cannot allow this new confident Kenny to just keep him on the outside and jab his head off. But I definitely do see a world where Gib's pressure makes Kenny go back to that old version of himself in his first few fights, and he won't know what to do with it. But if Gib does manage to make Kenny uncomfortable, it will lead him to this decision win. Because if Gib manages to get this fight on the inside, his output will simply win him rounds. And like I said, I can also see Gib winning this fight by a stoppage. If that pressure proves to be too much for Kenny and he cannot adapt, I could see Gib landing some big shots early. They will add up and he can put Kenny away. I do see that as a possibility for Gib. This really all comes down to if Gib can close the distance. And if he manages to do that, which is a pretty big if, I see him winning by a decision or a knockout. I feel he has the ability to do both. King Kenny, on the other hand, I feel has to win by a decision. I really can't imagine a world where Kenny finishes Gib. He couldn't put away Whindersson Nunes, a guy who was clearly not on his level. We all know Gib is a better fighter than Whindersson. I believe it would be very difficult to put him away. And Kenny has never been some type of power puncher, and I don't really think that's what he's going to be looking to do anyway. So in order for Kenny to win, it's going to be a decision. He's not stopping Gib in my eyes. Kenny is going to have to outbox Gib for at least 3 rounds to get this win, which is a difficult task when you consider the output of Gib. Gib is a cardio machine. He is going to push the pace for the entire fight, and we have never seen Kenny deal with that before. This is a new task for Kenny. Gib has been in this game much longer than Kenny has, and I know they're going to prepare for it all through training camp. They know what type of fighter Gib is, and they are going to expect it. But these things are different once you get in the ring on fight night. I don't know if he'll be ready for that type of pressure. For Kenny to get this win, his jab is crucial. His jab is everything, actually. He needs to utilize his jab early, which he has been in his past few fights. His jab has always been one of the best in influencer boxing. If he can keep this thing technical, use the jab to maintain distance, do not let Gib on the inside, and when he does manage on the inside, Kenny has to hold his own and then get out of there. That has to be the game plan for King Kenny, but that is no easy task to keep Gib out of the inside for 5 rounds with Gib's output. It's possible, but it's going to be difficult for Kenny because he has not really faced someone with Gib's type of cardio and constant pressure. So honestly, this is a great matchup. I still don't know who to choose yet. I will make a prediction once we get closer to this fight. Today is not that day. I will probably go back and forth about 100 more times before I actually make a prediction. But like I said, I can see Gib winning this by finish or decision, and I think Kenny's only route is through a decision win. I love this matchup. I can't wait to see it. Two UK fighters, both in the same kind of friend group, in the same circle. This is a big fight, and whoever wins it, it will be huge for their boxing career and open up a lot of new opportunities. So hopefully we see a date announcement soon. That's about it for today. I just wanted to give some quick thoughts on this fight. Subscribe for more boxing updates and content. The support is much appreciated. Thank you for watching. Peace.